Hi guys, FrostFangs here and welcome back once again, of course, to another Paladins video. We're going to be playing some Makoa today, Shell Shield Makoa to be specific, or Half Shell Makoa, whatever you want to call it. Been meaning to cover this for a little while, ever since I did the video on the Makoa changes that were this patch on the PTS, I think a month back in July, sometime around there. But in that video, we obviously played Makoa, I went over all of his changes, so if you want to hear me talk about that and maybe you missed the patch notes, go ahead and watch that video. It was the last one I made on Makoa, played with what is now kind of the standard setup. It's changed a little bit since the last time I showed it on the channel, but it's very, very close to what it was. So what I want to do today is play Half Shell, which is something that's kind of fallen off a little bit and is a little bit less popular than it was when I last made a Half Shell video, which was like 6 months ago. But not only did Makoa change since the last time I covered Half Shell, I think my setup for it is also a little bit different. Pretty much all these cards play into it and are quite important, but the main two are Carapace and Barrier Reef, which is the reset. For every 2.5k it absorbs, it gives us 5 seconds off of our Q and increasing the health of the shield by 1,000, which might not seem like much or that important, but when you take into consideration how much it plays into Barrier Reef, it is a card that you really do need to rock level 5. The reason for that being, obviously, your shield is usually 4,000, you're buffing it up to 5,000, which means you can trigger Barrier Reef twice instead of just a single time. So if you've maybe tried this before and you didn't have both of them level 5, maybe that's the reason why you were struggling a little bit. Aside from that, we also have a tiny bit of ammo gen on the pull. We have a little bit of a heal when our shield is up, and also a bit of an increase to the duration. We're pretty much doubling the duration of it from 4 seconds to 6 with the talent, and then an extra 2 nearly with this card. Of course, we'll also be grabbing some Chronos, which does play into the setup quite a bit, and that's kind of all you need to know. The way it works is basically you get Chronos 3, you pull the cooldown from 15 to about 11, 10, somewhere around there. Then of course people clear your shield, which is 5,000, which triggers the card twice, which pulls 10 seconds off it, and then you're left with a 0 to 1 second cooldown on your shield. It does pretty much feel instant, although it is bugged because the indication timer doesn't actually display properly. You'll see what I mean when we jump into a game, but you do need to spam your Q quite a bit more than you think you do, because the actual countdown thing that shows how long your Q is going to be up for is bugged, and even if your shield gets destroyed, the timer will continue counting down even if you can actually deploy your Q again because you've fully reset it. It clearly isn't really able to deal with the fact that you're able to reset your shield this much, so it is a little bit buggy, but hopefully they fix that sometime soon. It's been a problem for a while though, if I remember correctly. Going to be sticking to Onslaught and Siege for this because it's a bit of a better situation to show it off in. We got Siege Stonekeep as the setup for game 1. We also have a Zin and Andrew, Charlene, and a Corvus. You guys definitely seem to be enjoying Siege on the channel lately, which is really nice to see. The love on the videos has been very much appreciated. I'm also enjoying it too. It is a lot of fun to go in a bit of a less casual situation, because obviously TDM and Onslaught is very, very casual. Siege is a little bit less so. Definitely not as much as ranked, obviously, but it's a little bit closer at least. But then for the enemy team, we're up against a Nando, a Willow, a Zin, a Dredge, and a Damper. So pretty much the exact same team comp. We got a tank and a healer on both, and then just damages and flanks. Of course, I went ahead and grabbed the setup, and then some Chronos. We got Yomi, we got Sandtrap, Spreading Influence, and Cursed Revolver, Spirits Chosen, Scorch, Blast Flower, Yomi, and Scuttle. So super standard stuff here. I imagine because of that team comp, we shouldn't have too hard of a time clearing our shield. I don't know who the hell just hit me because of the fact they've got a Dredge and also like a Willow and stuff. Just going to sit here and try and hit this Dredge at like a medium range. Not really working though. Do I push up on the point? Got stunned by the Damper. I don't really know where to place myself. I guess we should deal with the Nando a little bit. There's a shot and a hook out in the open here. Corvus is giving me heals and stuff, so we are fine. I guess we can roll in a little bit, kind of get him from the side. My Q is on a massive cooldown because they barely even hit into it. Trying my best to sit here on the point. Dredge is spamming it a ton until we get max Chronos. We're not really able to get it up too consistently because it's got like 3 seconds in between when it gets cleared and when we have it up ready. But there we go. There's the objective captured, and even with Chronos 1, we only have like a 3 second cooldown on it if they do clear it, which is kind of crazy because there's no internal timer on the card. I imagine if they do want to nerf this, I don't know how the hell that hook didn't land. They'll probably just add an internal timer to the card so you can't get like 3 shields back to back. I don't really feel like they need to because it only punishes you for firing into it, so just don't fire into the Makoa shield would be kind of my answer to it. But at the same time, they've nerfed so many cards similar to this with like an internal timer, so maybe they'll do the same thing with this one. That would be my guess. I don't think it needs it, but that's probably what they're going to do. Can't think of the names of those cards right now off the top of my head, but there's a bunch of them. I'm sure those of you guys that play a ton of Paladins will know what I'm talking about. We can just dodge the Dredge. There's a shot and a hook. My hook went through your head. How did that not pull you? I don't know. There is my Q. Do I go for the ult here? There's definitely no reason. I guess I'll just let myself get killed. I probably could have juked that a bit better, but whatever. Got some good shots there on the Damper. Tried to hold the point. Going to roll over here a little bit into a bit of a defensive spot. There's a shot and hook on the Willow. Going to pop the ult kind of early because I think her movement's down, so we can chase her a little bit. I do need to stay in the range of the objective though. Nando's just emoting at me for some reason. Fair enough. Probably shouldn't have used my ult there. He's going in. There is a roll. There's a shot and a hook. I am dead, but there is the push failed. I was definitely expecting the team to all use ults there because that's usually what happens, but I guess I was the only person who popped it. Everybody else is being conservative with it. Oh, hello Dredge. There is my Q. There's a hook for you. There's a shot. There's another one. I kind of pulled you in towards the team there, but that didn't really do very much. Oh, what a shot to finish him off though. Willow's dead zone is bodying me. So is her flying around. Also, what was that lag? I'm still alive somehow. How the hell did I live there? To be honest, I couldn't really tell you. I feel like they just kind of forgot about me. There we go. He's kind of just delaying the inevitable. There we go. He is gone. Well done, team. I've pretty much just sat on the point and deployed my shield and thrown out some cheeky shots. That's all I've done this whole game. But I guess that's kind of my job. I am a tank, right? They did clear my shield that time, and as you can see, the shell shield timer there on the bottom is still counting down, even though I've redeployed my shield and that one didn't have a timer. We'll throw the Q down again. To be honest, I have no idea how that's a bug. I guess the timer just doesn't disappear whenever the shield gets cleared, and that's why it's busted, but it's really quite annoying. That is a completely abysmal play from me there, but whatever, gives us a chance to finish off our Chronos and get some damage reduction and stuff. The dredge is in our back line. I know where your teleporter is, my guy. I don't really know what your plan is here. There's a shot and a hook. We're pulling you around the corner, my guy. Jesus Christ, that was a brutal play. His ragdoll is just not working. Okay, the true Paladins experience. You'll love to see it. There's 2 little hits for the Nando. I guess we can push up. Zin is going for the ult for movement. Okay, fair enough. You don't see people do that too often. Go ahead and drop the Q and get a free reset, because Dredge is just giving me extra shielding stats, I guess, for free. See how instant that shield is? Like, this video's title isn't even clickbait. You genuinely have like a 1-second shield. It's genuinely kind of crazy. Unless, of course, people don't hit into it, in which case you're going to have to wait like 10 seconds, which kind of sucks. But yeah, we definitely have like a 1-second shield right now when people clear it, which is really quite cool. We're going to try and run back in to trigger the overtime. There we go. Nando's dropping an emote. Fair enough, I guess. I'm just going to keep hitting into him. I don't really know what else I should bloody do. I'm going to give it my best effort to try and hold it. There goes the Willow. Can I land a shot? There we go. Why am I actually somewhat accurate today with my bloody Makoa shots? I don't know what's going on. And Nando is just dedicated to running at me and emoting for some reason. We got rid of the Zim. We can push up here onto the Damba. Bad idea, because I'm leaving the point alone. I thought about hooking him to get his shield down, but I feel like I should save my hook. There we go. We can pull him into the middle again and kill him, I guess. Dredge went for the ult, just knocked me off the point. We can roll back in. I already deployed my shield, and we have it back up again because they insta-cleared it. Really, really nice to have, to be honest. If you've never played this before, please do give it a go. Honestly, if you need to do like a shielding challenge or something, by all means, go ahead and give this setup a go. It is absolutely crazy how often you can pop your Q. If you're up against like a Dredge, it is basically up every second. Are you seeing how many times I'm deploying my shield here? It's mad. We got rid of the Dam, but the Dredge is also really low. He's gone. There is the Q. I forgot to deploy it for a little bit. We'll pop the ult just to make sure that we get this push here. The Dredge is just jumping around. The Zin is there at the back. Willow got cleared, and there is the push successful. I just fired my cannon like 8 times, but that's the 3-1. Don't really know if I should get cauterized or not. I guess we'll decide next round. I'm just going to run straight onto the point and throw the Q down. I was the only person last round, by the way, who did pop the ult, which is kind of funny. Nando is just jumping in the middle and emoting for some reason. Not really sure about that one, but I am gone. Zin went for the ult. They all ran left there, by the way, quite synergized. Props to them for that play. The Shaolin ulted and then died. I think the other 3 guys are just holding onto it for some reason. Seems like Andro tried to pop it and then died. I'm not really sure. There goes the Nando. I guess I'm back onto the point. That is the Dredge going for the ult. We can just dip off it for a second. He's spamming like a crazy amount. Nobody else is really clearing my shield. I guess Willow is a little bit, but it's mostly the Dredge who's just giving me that full reset every time, although not then apparently, because I guess I didn't clear it completely. There's another hit. Can we finish him off? Oh my god, I thought I'd be able to hit him around the corner. We can pull the Nando over, pop the Q. I am definitely dead, but I put up a good fight. Can't really say I'm surprised it's going to go to 3-2, because they put up a really good fight for that one, and we also used our ults really, really badly. Andro died straight after we used it, so did Shaolin. I don't know what happened to Shaolin and Corvus. I used mine last round, but obviously that round could have gone a hell of a lot better. There's a shot and hook for the Willow. I'm going to F myself away. Nobody hit into my shield because I placed it badly, so it's on a 10-second cooldown, which sucks. Willow went for the ult. She's kind of flying around. I did throw up the Q again. Nobody really did any damage to it there. There's a shot and a hook to the Zin. We pulled him round. Do have my ult up again. Don't really know if I want to use it though. More shots into the Nando. I'm not really sure what he's doing here. He's playing really, really weirdly. I'm assuming it's because he's seen my stuff. I can't really say for sure. There goes the Dredge. Well done, team. We managed to actually stop them from getting that push there, which I totally thought they were going to get. As I'm sure you're able to tell after watching this video, or if you've ever played this before, is that the most important thing with the setup is probably the timing of the shield, because if you mess it up, you do have a freaking huge cooldown on it. There goes the Nando. That's going to be 3-2. We did get the defense successful. There's another hit for the Willow. I think I'm going to have a ton of shielding. Go ahead and drop me a guess in the comments. Don't cheat and watch to the end of this match and then put your guess, because that's bullshit. But it's been for ages since I've done this, so go ahead and drop me a guess. How much shielding do you think I'm going to get? I would guess 150k. If we can get 200k, that would be crazy. 250 is, I think, a little bit too much. My guess is 150. Go ahead and drop me your guess. Be as specific as you want. As I'm sure those of you guys that watch my channel regularly are able to tell, my voice is absolutely shredded. Don't feel like I've been talking too much today, but apparently I have. What a hook on the freaking dam, but that was nasty. I'm going to F over here and then pop my ult, I guess. When else am I going to use it? I don't know. He's going for his. I guess I'll just keep slashing away to make sure it's like as close to the threshold as we can get it. I'm going to roll through him, make sure the Willow's gone. Hello, Nando. Can we just make sure he's gone? There we go. Well done, team. Can I get a hook on the Zin? No, I was very close though. Back to sitting on the point and denying the Dredge. He's going for the ult. I'm just going to try and stand on it anyway. The knockback on that is crazy. There is the Q again. That is the Corvus going for the ult. It's not really ticking away at the Nando very much, but he is still holding it. I'm trying to go through the shield. There's a shot and a hook. We'll pull him back into the middle. He is dropping an emote. Still not 100% sure why he keeps doing that, but there is the victory. Well deserved. I think we did put up a pretty good fight. I honestly thought they were going to get that one, but then we kind of won the first team fight and they just kept running in staggered. But anyway, yeah, there we go. There are the stats for game 1. Did quite a bit better than I actually felt like I was doing there. 400 seconds on the point is way higher than I thought it was going to be. So is the 100k damage. The 160k shielding is pretty bang on to what I guessed. I guessed 150k. I was like 10k under, but it felt like that's pretty much how much I was absorbing. But the damage and the objective time kind of surprised me there. As for everybody else, the Corvus healed for a ton, so did the Damba. Again, way more than I was kind of expecting. The Zin's damage is also massive there, 154k. Props to the bloody Zin. Pretty much had zero idea he was doing that much damage. Charlene did okay. The Andrew did way worse, and again, I was kind of expecting. This stats page has honestly really surprised me. But then for their side, the Zin did pretty average, the Nanda did pretty average, Willow did better than I expected, Dredge did worse than I expected, and then the Damba shredded with heals. They had a bit of a disjointed team, so did we, but somehow he pulled through with a 4-2 win. But yeah, we'll go ahead and jump into a game 2. Don't really know what else I can do to show this off. I feel like that game 1 there was pretty much perfect for demonstrating how crazy the Q reset is. I also really hope they don't nerf this, because they could easily give Barrier Reef an internal timer and it would still feel pretty good to play, but in my opinion, I think it works better this way, because when people fire into your shield, you get it pretty much instantly back up when they clear it, which is really nice. You do also have to dedicate an entire loadout pretty much to this way of playing him, but the reason why I love it is because if people don't fire into your shield, you're waiting like 10 seconds and your entire loadout is doing pretty much nothing, which is why I think these sort of setups should be left how they are and not be given like internal timer on like cards and stuff, because they've done it before and I kind of don't like it. But with this one, I really hope they leave it the same. But anyway, for game 2, we've got King of the Hill, Bright Straits Archives, we've got a Sky, a Ceres, a Nando, and a Dredge. We're up against a Koga, a Strix, a Genos, a Grover, and an Ash. So pretty similar teams, we just have an extra tank. Of course, I went ahead and grabbed the same setup and started off with some Chronos. We got Debilitate, we got Formidable, Mortal Reach, and Abyss Spike, so a little bit different. Then for their side, an Authorized Use, Luminary, Adrenaline Junkie, Ferocity, and Slugshot. So they also have a bit of a different selection. Went ahead and ran straight onto the middle, but obviously we don't have full reset until I have the setup going with like max Chronos and stuff. Thank you for the heal. How the hell am I alive? Honestly, couldn't really tell you. There's some more shots for the Koga. Is he coming back round? No. I feel like I should have died there, but okay, there's some shots for the Ash. There is the Q again. I guess we can try and get the shot hook on like the Strix. I am blind. He has ult up already. Okay, so he's going for a setup with the ult gen, that's for sure. I placed my shield in a terrible spot. I'm just kind of jumping to stay in it here. What's going on? Jumping so that they don't hit my feet, but that Strix is still giving it an effort. He missed a bunch of those shots though. Grover's going for the ult. How do they all have their ultimates so bloody quick? Died to the Strix, but I guess we've technically got some ults going as well, so it isn't too weird. I just felt like that match started really quickly. Went like 0 to 100. Went ahead and got some more Chronos. I kind of spawned behind them. There is a Q. The Genos was trying to juke me there. There's a hook for the Grover. Going to reload in because I ran out of ammo. The ammo gen would have been super nice to have. There's a bunch more shots into him. He's kind of just ignoring me now. He is gone. Let's see if we can finish off this Ash. He's like one shot off. There we go. Nice. That is Strix and also Koga blasting me. Sarah hit me with a heal, but not enough. Somewhat sadly, it seems like our Nando's a bot, so we might be destined to lose this one. Koga's going for the ult. I actually managed to roll back on. Jesus Christ, God tier plays. I have the ult up. I guess we can go ahead and pop it. I just denied the Ash knocking me off twice because she just tried to F me. That is the Sarah's going for the ult with a big ass pull. I'm getting absolutely blasted. I am a goner. Jesus Christ, they shredded me. And Nando isn't here, so we're kind of destined to lose. Thank you, Ceres, for the heal. Go ahead and drop a hook. Maybe we can get the Koga off the map. No, he dashed back on. I am 100% dead here. We got the Q reset. I don't really know what the plan is. I guess I can roll through and drop another Q. I'm just playing with these dudes right now. 3 of them. My voice is like completely shredded right now, but yeah, we're a man down. There's no way we're winning this one. I'm still putting up a fight. I think overall their team is trying a bit harder than ours is, but I think even if we were giving it a full 100% effort, we weren't going to win this because it's 4v5. I think it might even be 3v5. I couldn't really tell you for sure. I guess we'll see with the stats. I'm just absolutely blasting this Grover here, but I have no Cauterize. Guess we'll go ahead and pop the ult, blast this Strix. I reckon I might be able to kill him here. I think he is still faster than me, but I'm just going to spam my life as best as I can. There we go. He is gone. Genos is going for the ult. I didn't know where the Ash went. Went ahead and threw the Q down. That is the Koga going for the ult. We'll get a shot on hook as soon as he's out of it. There we go. Oh shit, we actually finished him off. Well done, Dredge. To be honest, I actually don't know who's playing and who's not. I know for sure Nando isn't, but I'm not sure about the rest of the team. There is the Q and the F. I guess we managed to dodge the Koga, but I'm getting sniped by the Strix. And there is the defeat. Probably cut most of that one out because it was just us getting battered for like 10 straight minutes. I think I put up a good fight. You know, I did give it an effort, but I think regardless of what I did there, we were going to lose that one. Shoutouts to Dredge. I must have missed that there in the chat. Possibly anybody else here. I'm not really sure, but we went 310, 67k, 110k. Honestly, I'll take that. 100k in game 2 and 150 in game 1. It's good enough for me. As for everybody else, Sky had a really tough time there. 317, 43k is a pretty rough stat. The Sky didn't do too bad. She, I guess, did the closest to decent alongside the Dredge. Then finally, Anando was 100% a bot. I think our Sky might have been, but I can't really tell you for sure. But then for their side, the Ash did alright. The Grover did a really good job. The Koga shredded. The Strix shredded. And then the Genos also did pretty decent. Both of the matches today have had pretty interesting stats pages. But yeah, there we go. Not really anything else I can add here at the end. This setup is a ton of fun. Definitely go give it a go. Works really well and is definitely very unique. My voice is completely gone. So thank you for watching. Like if you enjoyed, I'll see you guys all very soon. Let me know what you want to see me do next. And as always, stay frosty. Really do appreciate you guys watching all the way to the end. You're a real MVP. I really had trouble even doing my outro there. It's just completely gone off. If you don't see a video from me tomorrow, that is why.